Here's how to teach your dog give with a lure. First, begin with your body and hands in a calm and neutral position. Ask your dog for attention and click and treat for this. Bring out a favorite toy. Say, "Take it," and offer the toy to the dog. Engage him and play with the toy. Take a smelly treat in your hand and move your hand past the dog's nose. He will most likely drop or give up the toy to eat the treat. As he does, click and treat this behavior. You will turn the lure, which is the treat in your hand, into a hand signal. As you wave your hand or show the dog a closed fist, he will learn to drop the toy. Click and treat every time your dog drops his toy. When the dog is very reliable in dropping the toy with the hand gesture, you can add a verbal cue. To add the verbal cue, say "give" right before the hand gesture. Click and treat as the dog gives up the toy. You can also teach a drop it cue. In doing so, you will drop treats on the ground to prompt the behavior, then click and drop more treats when your dog drops the toy. You will add a cue just as you did with give. This time, you might say "drop it" as the dog drops the toy on the ground. Helpful hint. Say "give" if you want your dog to let go of the toy in your hand, and "drop" if you want your dog to release the toy to the ground.
So if you've ever played ball with your dog, it's nice if they bring the ball back and you can get it away from them. Moxie wasn't always like that, but the way that I initially taught her the concept of give or drop it was actually using a lure. So if she has her ball and I want her to give me that ball back so that we can play again, I can get her to drop it by using a lure in my hand, so food in my hand, and I'm going to say "drop it," and then I'm going to put the treat there and pick up the ball. So that's drop it. If you want her to put it into your hand, the best way to teach that is with some kind of tug toy, which I like a lot, and I say "give" when I want the dog to just let go of it or put it in my hand. So with Moxie, sit. I like to get her to do something to initiate the game. Come here. Sit. Good girl. You want it? Take it. And then we tug, 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 and again I'm going to lure it. She knows the scam already. Hey, hey, tug, 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 and I'm going to say "give." Good. So if you were trying to get her to put a ball in your hand and say "give," and she would open up her mouth and drop it. If she doesn't drop it right away, I just wait for it to happen. Give. Good. And you can mark it with a clicker or you can mark it with your marker word. In that case, I did "good" to mark that behavior. And so then once you're there and she knows give and drop it, I can toss a ball for her. She can run it down. And then she'll come back to me and I'll say, "Drop it." Moxie, drop it. Good girl. And I can get the ball back from her. You can also use two balls or two toys. So if I'm playing fetch and I throw the ball, she goes and gets the ball. When she comes back, I go, "Drop it," and she'll drop it, so I'll throw the second ball. So that's how we teach give and or drop it.
Here's your homework for give or drop it. Level 1. Practice give or drop it with a toy and reward with food. Level 2. Practice give or drop it with a toy and use interaction, such as throwing the ball as the reward for the give or drop it. Level 3. Practice give or drop it with a low-value food item. Trade the dog out for a higher value food item. Level 4. Practice give or drop it as part of the game of tug.